Hello everyone, I'm Seth with Exotic Motorsports, and this is our 2019 Lamborghini Huracan LP580-2. It has 4,148 miles on it. It's in excellent condition. No damage on the front end at all, not even in the lower segments, no rock chips or anything like that. It does have front parking sensors. Flat black on this car gives it a very aggressive aesthetic. It looks really good. Front driver's side fender. No marks anywhere on there. Front driver's side wheel. And these do not have the carbon ceramic brakes. Driver's side mirror. Looks fantastic. Driver's side door. Again, no marks. No rock chips down in the vent. None up there either. Looking at the driver's side rear quarter panel. No marks on the quarter panel either. All looks great. This car's been taken very good care of. Rear driver's side wheel. No marks in there. Moving to the rear of the vehicle. Looking at the top of the back section. The vents all look great. Taillights are in good shape. This does have reverse sensors as well, and a backup camera. Very nice black exhaust tips. There's absolutely no damage to the back of the vehicle whatsoever. It looks flawless. Looking at the passenger side now. Rear quarter panel, which is quite a large section of the car. But there are no flaws on the rear quarter panel. Passenger side, looking at the rear passenger wheel. Also in excellent condition, no flaws there. Looking at the passenger side door. No issues there. The vents don't have any rock chips in them, which is typically a pretty big attraction point for rock chips. But there are none on this car. Passenger mirror looks really good. Front passenger fender does not have any issues. Front passenger wheel looks awesome. I'll do a walk around from 1 foot away to give you a better overall idea of the current condition of the car. Typically I do this for cars that I point out more defects on to kind of show you which ones are visible and easy to see, which ones stand out and which ones don't. So if you were to buy the car, kind of what you would notice offhand and what you would kind of have to look for. But this car is just absolutely flawless. There's no defects. It has almost no miles on it. This is basically a brand new Lamborghini. And it looks great. Just by looking at it, you can tell it's been taken care of. So hopefully none of those defects stood out to you, because there are none. So let's go take a look at the interior. You have black and red interior with red contrast stitching. That red hex pattern in the stitching looks amazing. The door panels are in phenomenal shape. I think the red accenting was done just right. Like, there's just the right amount of red. It's not overbearing. Driver's seat looks fantastic. There's no wear on the seat at all. The bolsters look great. None of the stitching has been compromised. There's no scuffing or anything like that. The leather is in fantastic condition. Still soft, hasn't been hardened and sun-baked. In my opinion, the newer Huracans are a lot easier to get in and out of than the Gallardos were. So that's always a plus. Push button start. Fires right up. It is showing low tire pressure in one of the tires, so we will have that sorted out before the vehicle is sold. Just needs a little bit of air in one of the tires. It's just low enough for it to trip the sensor. So we do have the electronic parking brake, shifter assembly here, push button start. We have the infotainment controls here, audio controls there, HVAC here, which is pretty similar to Audi's setup. No coincidence there. So we have the front lift, traction control, the window controls, hazard buttons, parking sensors, auto start stop. Have the battery voltage, oil temp and oil pressure, and the digital display there. We have your media display, RPM, speedometer, and odometer down there, 4,400 miles. Here, this is actually the turn signal. So, most cars are not like that. Your gauge cluster controls. And then your driving mode options. And it does have the active exhaust too, so when you go down to sport, it does get louder. And Corsa is like track mode, and your RPMs raise at idle. So when going back down to sport, it goes back down to the normal idle. You do have power folding mirrors that are heated. Twilight sensing headlights. Headlight controls there. The dash is in perfect condition. Nothing has been worn out. Everything is essentially brand new. There's no fading, no markings on anything in the interior. All of the buttons are still perfectly labeled. None of the markings have been worn down. There's no wear on the steering wheel. Everything on the interior is perfect as it should be. So that leaves us with the engine bay. Let's go have a look. So here we have this beautiful rear compartment layout. I love that Lamborghini somewhat took the liberty of making this into a modern art piece instead of just stuffing an engine back here. So we have all of this composite carbon fiber. We have the strut tower braces going over the valve covers. The Lamborghini brand insignias across the valve covers. The rear section of this car is just absolutely beautiful. Of course, it has a very steady idle, very smooth and consistent. Shifts are lightning quick with the dual clutch transmission. This car runs and drives absolutely amazing. It is so much fun to drive. Whether you're taking it easy and just going through the city, or whether you're ripping on it and letting that V10 sing, this car sounds incredible and definitely turns heads wherever you go. This is definitely a car that makes a statement. Very aggressive LED running lights in the headlights. Really gives it that iconic Lamborghini look. There's no mistaking this car for what it is. It's a ton of fun to drive. It can be absolutely comfortable if you're not in sport or Corsa. And it's just a well-rounded, really, really fun to drive car. So there's our 2019 Lamborghini Huracan LP580-2. If you have any further questions, please feel free to check out our sales listing on our website. You can find that at exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.